suspects. More breaking news. Within the past hour, a suspect in an hours-long barricade inside a Mesa home surrendered. We're told at one point the suspect fired a gun. This all happening near Greenfield and University Drive. Here's a map of the area. We've been covering this tense situation in that neighborhood for the past few hours. And 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is there live. And Gabriella, can you tell us what's happening right now and if there's any new information?
Well, Tram, right now the investigation is ongoing. That suspect was taken to the hospital. He's in police custody, but he's being evaluated for any injuries that he might have sustained during this barricade that he had. Now, we don't yet know who this man is, but we know he is a domestic violence suspect from an incident that happened this morning. Out here live, you can still see it is a major police and SWAT presence. That SWAT truck right there in the middle of the road, that is pulled up directly to the house where that man was hiding inside of. Mesa police and SWAT surrounded that home earlier this morning and could be heard shouting commands for the man to come out. At one point, officers appeared to use a battering ram to get into the front door. They also fired tear gas into the home at several different times. And at one point, several gunshots could be heard coming from inside of the home. And we also heard an officer over a loudspeaker ask for the man to put the gun down. I spoke with police a little while ago, and they did confirm that no officers fired their weapons back. So this is being investigated as an officer-involved shooting, but no officers fired their weapons during the barricade, just the suspect did. After several minutes of the barricade situation, the man did walk out and he was taken to the ground by police and arrested, but again, he was seen being pulled away on a gurney. During all of this, police had evacuated the area, and we spoke with neighbors who say that police knocked on their door early this morning and said to grab what they could and get out. They were asked to stay outside of their homes for the remainder of this barricade situation, and even now, some of the homes that are inside of the police tape, we've seen them turning people away, saying that this is an active investigation. So again, we know this all started as a domestic violence call. Officers spoke with a woman who had several injuries, and she was taken to the hospital for treatment. Back out here live, this investigation is expected to last a majority of the day. They have this whole street taped off for the most part. There was some parts of University that were affected earlier, but they're trying to limit their investigation now just to that house, it seems like. Police are expected to give an update to us within the next hour or so. So stay with 12 News on air and online. We'll share that new information with you when we have it. Live in Mesa, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Gabriella, talk about tense and a back and forth for hours. You know, in a situation like that where you've got the SWAT team there and again, just the fact that it lasted for so long, that just tells you, you know, how serious this was. I'm wondering, were there any kids involved at all? Were they married? Anything more about their situation or their relationship?
Police have not shared any details about what kind of relationship this man and woman had, just that the woman did have injuries and she was taken to the hospital. Unknown if anyone else was in the house at the time, but the man was seen as he was coming out surrendering. He was holding a dog, and witnesses tell us that they could hear commands for the man to put the dog down. So unknown if any other people were in the house, but there was at least animals in the house.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Gabriella, thank you.